Today we're doing the GLM Purple Editing book for 2NA Practice 9, page 53. Before you look at this video, you should try the questions first. Okay, now let's review the passage. The first and the last line are correct. Find 10 grammatical errors. Okay, so I'm going to put ticks to indicate where the correct lines are. Next, you need to find what is the dominant tense. Read the correct line. Sleeping is such a great thing, sighed Simone as she battered her eyelids. Okay, this is sighed with a H. H. Okay, so what is the dominant tense? The dominant tense is simple past. Write it down so that you will not forget it. Okay, I don't know why it's a bit weird. Okay, right, so it's simple past. Let's continue. It was the holidays, and for once she could get enough rest. The clock reads 9 a.m. Okay, so we said that it was simple past. The dominant tense is simple past, but I spotted simple present here. Did you spot it? Okay, it's reads. Okay, so what is the what is the correct word for this? What is the past tense of the verb read? It's read. And how do you spell it? R-E-A-D. Okay, it's still the same. R-E-A-D. Okay, so that is the past tense. Next, and she could hear the pitter-patter of Lucas outside her door. So you hear that the sound of somebody walking, pitter-patter, and this is Lucas. It was the relentlessly. Okay, relentlessly means showing no signs of slacking. Okay, or unceasingly intense. Unceasingly intense. Okay, you can write this word down so that you know what does relentlessly mean. Okay, let me check the sentence again. And she could hear. Hear is correct. Okay, that's correct because it's base form. Peter Patter of Lucas outside her door. Seems correct. So what's the error here? Let me continue reading the line. It was the relentlessly panting and scratch at the door that woke her up from her slumber. Lucas was hungry. So it is trying to describe panting. And when you describe panting, do you use an adverb? An adverb with an ly? No, you don't. Okay, you should use an adjective. So it should be relentless, not relentlessly. Relentless, R-E-L-E-N-T-L-E-S-S. Without the ly, that would be an adjective. Okay. So next, what is the error here? Just now when I was reading it, I noticed that this is panting and this is just scratch. So if let's say you have a parallel structure, it should be scratching. Okay, the scratching, the noun form of it. So it would be scratching. Scratch. S-C-R-A-T-C-H-I-N-G. So scratching in here is noun form of it. Okay, the way that the dog is scratching itself. Lucas was hungry. No doubt this was one dog that did not like to be hungry. Okay, one I noticed that. So it should be singular, dog. Okay. D-O-G, dog, singular form of it. Okay, of the word. Getting up was more like rolling off the bed. Okay. Uh, there is a verb was here, so it will not be likes. Okay, it will be like is the correct word. So I'll write that. L-I-K-E. Okay, was more like. So because of the verb was. Okay. Walking towards the door, she readied herself for the assault that was going to come. So readied means prepared. Assault means attack. Okay, what's the attack? Let's see. Before the door was fully opened, a ball of fur dashed. Okay. Here I notice that there is a was. So the word open should be a participle. Okay, the word open should be participle. O-P-E-N. Participle of open is opened. Okay, so that is participle. Next, jumped above her, dashed in and jumped into her arms, showering her face in a generous serving of saliva served on her tongue. So there is a preposition error here. Where's the preposition here? Dashed in, correct. Jumped, the tense is correct. Showering, the action is correct. Okay. This is the preposition that's wrong. It should be showering her face with, okay, because it's showing that Simone's face is covered with saliva, with saliva position. Next, Lucas loved her more than anything else on the world. Okay, here should be referring to a place, so it should be in the world. Okay, the world is a place, so it should be in the world. Okay, preposition. Next, when they were out on walk, he would trot in front of her in obvious fright of his human owner. So trot means walking in a pace that's faster than a walk. It's like scamper. Okay, when they were out on walk. This is the error. Why? Because do you see any article like a walk? No. So that should be in plural form, and it going for walks is also a general term to refer that refers to outings. So that should be in plural form. Okay. Nonetheless, it was a relationship that made both strong and richer in many ways. So I saw that there is a clue word here, comparative word richer. So that should be stronger. Okay. S-T-R-O-N-G-E-R. Stronger. Okay. So that is a comparative form. Okay. Now, yes, we are done with editing, but I would like to point out to you the merits of this passage, that it is quite good in show not tell. Okay, how does it show not tell would be the use of action verbs or mental verbs. Okay, so let me use that. Okay, sleeping is such a great thing, sighed Simon as she patted her eyelids. So you can see that in your mind's eyes. Okay, it was the holidays and for once she could get enough rest. Okay, show not tell. The clock reads 9 a.m. So here it says the clock reads 9 a.m. It did not say it is 9 a.m. So it is 9 a.m. tells you that it was 9 a.m. tells you the time, but the clock read 9 a.m. Sorry, I'm reading that. Read 9 a.m. tells you that who is the person looking at the time is Simon. So it shows you what is Simon's action. Okay, next, she could hear the pitter patter of Lucas outside her door. So it's a sound, okay, that you hear, relentless panting and scratching, okay, where at the door that woke her from her slumber. So the action of waking up, okay, woke her from her slumber. Okay, how do you know that this is a particular action? Because that she's sleeping. So, so how did Simon get up? Instead of saying Simon got up, okay, Simon said rolling off the bed, okay, and then look at the sentence structure here. It is passive voice. Walking towards the door, she readied, okay, herself for the assault that was about to come. So you know that there's a attack that's going to come. Okay. Now before the door was fully opened, a ball of fur dashed in, jumped into her arms, showering her face with a generous serving of saliva served on her tongue. Who is the ball of fur? Yes, it's Lucas the dog. Okay, so you can imagine that there's a dog with which is very furry. Okay, and then when they go for a walk, how did the dog walk? Trot. And how is it like? An obvious pride. Obvious pride, that means the dog is like very proud of his owner. Okay, so the ones in blue are examples of how this writer showed the technique of show not tell. Okay, now we can learn a lot more from the editing practices besides grammar. So today's question is, do you like sleeping? Do you like sleeping in? Okay, why? Why do you like sleeping so much? Or why do you not like to sleep? Okay, tell me in the comments below. And remember, do one editing practice every day.